I wasn't there. I just said to you.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Yes, my name is Chidi. I'm a Nigerian resident here in Helsinki, Finland. Today is the 20th of April 2024. The temperature here is about -2. Yesterday the temperature was very warm, like as you can see from the background, it is still winter here. So there was some kind of a snowstorm during the night. What I was trying to say about yesterday was that I drove around the city. It was all cleaned up and washed up, and everywhere was made clean in preparation for the fall. And the scooters, the electric scooters, was returned to the stock, and all kind of bicycles were returned. People were beginning to feel like, yes, we have seen the end of the winter. Yes, but usually that doesn't, the cleaning up of the city and the brushing up the whole walkways and the roads and doesn't necessarily mean that the winter is over here in Finland. Anything could still happen. So we could still have the winter towards the ending of April. Nobody knows about that. Nobody knows what is going to happen about that. But yes, if you live in Finland, definitely there are some things you have to get used to, embrace some of those things, and that's part of the life here. And the snow could still fall at any time within the month of April, even towards the end of April. So I did some kind of video to mark, like in the month of May, because usually at this type of time, at this time of April, we have begin to warm up. Like the cleanup that was done was in preparation for the autumn. So the main event of the of the autumn is the Labor Day, which is an international event. But here in Finland, the Labor Day marks a lot of it comes in conjunction with other kind of events, like the Vapu itself. So the Vapu is marked here as it is the beginning of the fall, and also the Labor Day, and also the end of the winter season. It marks the end of the winter season here in Finland, and also the beginning of the fall, and also it is the Labor Day. It is always a very big event here in Helsinki, and that is how it's usually marked. But I don't know what is going to happen this year, 2024, and how the Vapu is going to be celebrated. But yes, if you live in Finland, you should know you should not trust the weather. This is part of the Scandinavian, and all the Scandinavian countries are known, especially in Finland here, for this kind of treasure weathers. And yes, today, apart from the snow that was very heavy during the night, that led to this morning, and it has begun to warm up a little bit, and you can see the snow has begun to disappear. And it is not usually the case that after the 15th of April that we don't have the snow. But definitely, in my previous video, I made a prediction that the winter storm might want to spread into the middle of April. But probably I was wrong, because now the winter storm might exceed the month of, might exceed the middle of April, towards the ending of April. And probably, I don't know if it is going to give us a little breathing space to enjoy the holidays of the Vapu here in Helsinki. But we just hope for the best, and yes, we hope for the best, and that is it. So I'm going to take a walk around the area of this place is called Mesela. Mesela is part of the Kapula, is the border between the Manula and Kapula. So for the fact that you can see, just by that it is Saturday, the road is a little bit spacious now, because you can see most of the cars that you see right now are running on summer tires, because everybody before the 15th of April, people have begun to change the winter tires and return to summer tires. And now, with this sudden drop in temperatures, I don't know how safe it will be driving with the summer tires on a temperature that is below -2. So you can see how the traffic is moving. They're driving very carefully. Yes, so this is how it goes here in Helsinki, or here in Finland rather. So the vehicles you see here driving behind me, all of them are driving on the summer tires. having beliefs that the winter season is over, and then they have returned to the summer tires. They have removed all the winter tires here. So right now the temperature has decreased again. So this is how life here in Finland goes. Like I have made in my previous videos, I spoke about living in Finland and some of the things I know about life here in Finland. It is a very beautiful country, very peaceful country, not densely populated. This country is, I think, a little above 5 million people that live here in Finland. It's a very nice place, to stay, a very peaceful place for anybody to relax and have peacefulness of mind in a country that you trust. In terms of border security, national security, and all kind of social provision of the social amenities that facilitates the goodness of life. So these are the things that you have to bear in mind when you think about Finland. And this is a country of zero. Let me just put that. Let me use it that way. Zero amount of corruption. Corruption does not exist here in Finland. There is no provision for corruption to a kind of emerge in in any part of their life. Everything is tailored to eliminate corruption. So living here in Finland since I came, and my belief is that it has a kind of reshaped the kind of mentality that I had with me when I took my bag and left home, Nigeria, and I arrived here in Finland. The moment I came into this country, the first thing I have to do is to trying to rid myself of those kind of ideologies of an African which I came with, and having identified that this country, Finland, is not programmed, or is not like a country that runs on a kind of system that permits all kind of ideologies that are foreign. If you want to live in a country, first thing you do is to study the foundation of that country, the law and the rules, and how everything is done, and then you have no problems. So this is me in Finland, living my life, and I'm doing my stuff. This channel, like as I said, is just a little bit to say about how I do my stuff and how I live my own life. So this is what I come here to do in Finland. Apart from doing one or two things to survive, there are things that I also want to think about to people anybody who want to take interest in what I'm trying to do, because I believe that the best is yet to come. I have not gone into the detail of what actually prompted me to initiate this channel, and what are the goals, what are the things I set to achieve. I think I have not actually started anything yet. What I'm doing right now is just a little introduction of who I am and what do I want to do. So that is just what I'm doing right now. But if you talk about the actual things I want to do, I have not even started it. I have not started to dig into the objectives. Let me put it that way. The objectives I want to set for trying to use or take advantage of the social media to speak up against the injustice that is kind of ravaging the world we are living right now. And the kind of prejudice that I encounter being a Nigerian, and not knowing what kind of all kind of stereotyping and the damages that has been done to anybody that is a Nigerian, which I might be ignorant about, having lived in Finland for a very long time, and there are things that I don't know that is happening to me, or that is being told around me as a Nigerian, and those things really haunt me, and I struggle every day because I identify the need that it is the right of every citizen to defend and uphold his own the sovereignty of his own nation. So I'm a Nigerian, I'm fighting very hard, I'm struggling, doing my best to clean up the mess that I don't know how it came, who put it there. So you can imagine the humiliation, trying to bend down and clean up another man's cooks. So I have not in my years of being an adult, I don't think there is anything I want to do to bring my country down. I'm a Nigerian, I identify myself as a Nigerian, and I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to defend my country in everything I do. So when I say in everything I do, I mean it, and that also includes fighting for my country if the need arises.
Hello.
If my age permits me. Hi. So if my age permits me to do that, if there is anybody that is pointing any weapon at my country, and there is need for me to stand up and fight for my nation, I'm not going to stay back. If my age is considered appropriate for me to take up arms and fight for my country, I'm going to do that. So if I'm living here in Europe, the duty is mine to work hard, to clean up, to let people know that when I want to say I'm a Nigerian, I want to do so with my shoulders raised high. So, because I don't take delight in running any other person's country down. I have never said anything bad about anybody's country. Finland is about the 7th Europe country, or the 7th country in the world I have stepped into. But one thing I identify is that the more I move from one country to another, the easier it is for me to spot the difference. Everybody is not the same. Even if you go in same family, brothers, I mean people that are the same siblings, they all differ in attitude. How much more when you're talking about people of different traditions, different ideologies and religion and everything. So when you move from one country to another, it is different. It's never going to be the same. So I don't criticize anybody. Even if I do so, if I try to criticize, I criticize them positively. I do so like also trying to say the difference without trying to stigmatize anybody. I don't try to insult anybody. I don't go into anybody's country and start to insult them. But I have been beaten. I've been tortured. I've been, like I begin to fear for my life, opening my mouth and saying I'm a Nigerian. But I have to continue to see what I can do to brush up the debts, so that I participate in the washing the lining of a Nigerian, bring our national flag, and then make sure that I wash it up to make it clean, so that whenever any other person comes and identify himself as a Nigerian, such person can be respected, and I don't have to leave a kind of a footprint that as a Nigerian that will jeopardize the need or the success of other Nigerians that is coming behind me. So this is the target I want to set, or that I have set in front of me, and I'm working hard to see that I achieve that. Living in Finland, as many years I have lived here, I have never had any like confrontation with the law. I've never had any confrontation with the police in anything at all, never. So whenever I am walking in the street late in the night, I do so with open mind, and with my ID in my pocket. I can't remember for one day the police has stopped me for a check. Yeah, so except one day I was driving with my headlamp off, so I never remember to switch it on, and I was put aside, and then they checked it, and then they asked me, do you know where we stopped you? I said, yes, my headlamp was off. They said, oh, good, put it on. Where is your ID? I showed my ID, and they checked it, and they said to me, drive safely and goodbye. Yeah, so that is it. This is how to live in a disciplined country. So I am so happy living in Finland, and this is a country that I am happy for every dime I put in as my own contribution for paying taxes to this country, because I know I can see the infrastructures that are being developed on and are being maintained with the money that is extracted from me as my own contribution as taxes. So I'm happy to do so, and if for some reasons I go back to my country and I'm asked to pay my own to pay taxes, I don't hesitate to do so, because I know the importance of taxes in every area I have made myself. I live in Finland, I pay taxes. If I go back to Nigeria, I'm going to pay taxes, but I will hope that my own taxes will be used to do things that can justify how much I put in and how much is taken from other people as well. When you pay taxes, you want to see that the government is using the taxes to clean up the streets. So make sure that electricity is being supplied for you to charge your phones and do a few things to yourself. For infrastructural development. That is why the taxes are collected. So this is one thing I cherish about living in Finland, because right from my doorstep, I can see the importance, I can see the use of the taxes that I pay. So it doesn't hurt me. I don't feel cheated. So this is one thing that these are some of the aspects of things that I want to dig into about life in Finland. So I'm going to continue discussing about life in Finland, but not necessarily because of not necessarily the weather, but when you live in Finland here, the weather is an important aspect of whatever you want to discuss about life in Finland. You have to pay more attention to the climate, because the climate in Finland is an important aspect of life here in Finland. The weather, you have to consider the climate. So let the climate be on the top list of the contents I want to highlight on living here in Finland. So the climate has to be part of them, and I may not go into politics. I might not go into I will say a little bit of things about the religion, because Finland is not a religious country, and though very honest people, and I might say just very few things about religion here in Finland. I might say a little bit things about the attitude of fellow Africans living here in Finland. I might want to say a little thing about the social system, how it has helped or how it has not helped at all. So I'm going to say a little things about that, just very little. I'm not going to go deep into those things, because the reason for that is that I want to make sure that I don't criticize the country. You don't bite the finger that feeds you. But that doesn't prevent me from speaking up on things I have observed. I have to do so, but I have to also be constructive and very careful in the things I say. But I'm not going to be. I don't think anybody can try to intimidate me or try to prevent me from making a kind of honest and constructive observations and speaking up about them. I'm going to do so, yes. But the main things I want to talk about living here in Finland is also I want to go back home to my country. I want to speak about Nigeria. So speaking about Nigeria itself is I want to talk about the home from which, because like it is said that no place like home, and the charity begins at home. So if there is any charity around me, it begins from home, and it is my own responsibility to talk about my home, to talk about where I originated from, and how come. Because when some things talk to me, I speak. They ask me, "Why are you here?" You Africans, people know that Africa is a very nice country, very beautiful country. I mean, Africa is a continent that is very beautiful. And how did you come to be in Finland? What are you doing here in the cold? So I want to talk about my home, and to be able to make them to understand that yeah, definitely I have a home, and it would be nice to say one or two things about how I left home and how I am here where I am today. So these are some of the things that I have to, those are the basic topics when you talk about my life in Finland. It will go back home. I have to talk about Nigeria. I have to talk about the injustice in the family that is driving most of people away from home, making them to stay away. I don't think there is any pleasure somebody derives staying 12 months in another man's country without the intention of returning home to see your family. But certain injustice and national insecurity, all this put together. You can see me, I am walking with my camera from my home up to here. Nobody has harassed me, nobody is talking to me, no police is beating me up. Yeah, so these are the things, some of the things I cannot do in my own country. And it is so sad, it is so frustrating to think that such things do still exist in the year 2024. But then these are some of the things I want to address. I want to talk about them freely and without stepping on anybody's toes. If there's anybody's toe I have to step on, it is my own. I have to step on my own toes. I have to provoke, trying to irritate myself, because like as I said in the beginning of my channel, I want to gossip myself. I want to talk about myself, things that I would have expected some other persons to talk about me. Some other persons to say, yes, this is what is going on in this guy's life. But here I am, I want to talk about those things myself without any reservation of respect to anybody or apologizing to anybody. This is me, and I'm talking about myself. So these are some of the things I want to achieve here.